getting set up and selling on Takealot can be very challenging. And one of the biggest requests that I get from you guys is understanding packaging, or not understanding packaging, and how to send your goods to Takealot. And that can be very frustrating. I remember struggling a lot in the beginning with that. But through YouTube, I've been able to help dozens of companies understand that and get their products onto Takealot. And hopefully by the end of this video, I'll be able to help you too. Now, the process is very simple. You sell things, right? You take those things, you package your stuff, right? These are your products. Then you need to send them to Takealot. You can't send them like this loose, right? That would fall apart. You'd probably lose them. They'd get damaged. Your customer does not want damaged goods. So you take your packaged goods and you pop them in a big box. And this box goes off to Takealot, right? Takealot gets the box. When Takealot receives this box, they're going to unpackage your goods. They do lose some of the goods. So in this case, they've lost some. They're going to unpackage your goods and this is going to be listed on Takealot. When your customer is busy shopping, they say, no, I'm not in the mood to buy a pen. They add that to the cart and they decide, yep, this one they want to buy right now. It's one of my EDC knives. And they decide to purchase this. Takealot takes this off the shelf. They then go and grab their box. They put this in their box and then they ship it to the customer. Now, I've been meaning to make another video about this and one of my screws came loose on my everyday carry, the knife, as you can hear. So I decided, why not buy myself a new knife and then use that for this video. To start off, let's first see what the customer experience is. So they're going to get a box and on this box is several stickers. You don't need to worry about this, okay? There's two boxes that you don't worry about. This is the box that goes to the customer that Takealot packages. And this box from the beginning where you put your products in and sent it off, that box is just to go to Takealot. Only Takealot needs that box. The only package you care about is how you package your goods. Along with the box, there are three stickers that you need. One is called a product label. It goes on your product label. It goes on your product. So to look at that, I can almost guarantee you that inside here, we're going to find that. On the outside of the box, there are two stickers that you need to put there. And they're going to look similar to Takealot stickers. But let's open up. All right, there you go. This is not a knife, but it's a knife sharpener. Figured if I'm getting a new knife, I should also get a new knife sharpener. So over here, you can see sticker number one, a product label. There's a name for this label that I'm sure in your training you've gone over, and if not, you'll definitely come across, and it's called a 45 up label. All that means is that 45 labels fit on an A4 sheet and you print it on there. Every single product that you sell, whether it's the sharpener, a pencil, or a shoe, everything you sell needs a product label. Think of this as the fingerprint to your product or an ID document to your product. Takealot doesn't really know, or to be quite honest, care what's inside the packaging. They just want it to sell. And when a customer purchases it on Takealot's website, they need to know where to go fetch it from and what product it is. Now, there's no ways they can remember millions of products that is on their website. So instead, they get product labels like a barcode, again, ID, think of a fingerprint, okay? And if I sell one product in two colors, they're each going to have their own ID because one is black, one's red. I need to be able to distinguish the two, again, when a customer purchases this, very important. So product label is sticker number one that you need. And it's very simple. This is the only sticker that will make it to your customer. As you can see, the other two stickers that we're going to get to do not make it to your customer at all. They'll never see them. When you start thinking about it like that, that really helped me out a ton because I'd get confused and put them all on the wrong boxes. So how do you need to package that? Well, that depends. If it's glass, it needs to be encased and closed and protected. Obviously, you don't want it to break in transit. If it's a stuffed teddy bear, you can't just go and put the sticker on the teddy bear's fluff. You would need to wrap it in a clear bag. If it's food, that's obviously got its own rules. You need to be abiding by the food laws and packaging, and it's got to be airtight, or I don't know. There's other rules for that. But essentially, every product you sell needs to have its own product label. If you sell a combo, the knife sharpener plus the knife, and you sell these together as a combo, this is one product on Takealot, right? Now someone's going to purchase this combo, so this would need to be packaged as one item. And on top of this one item's packaging, we would need one 45 up label being a product label. Now moving on to sticker 2 and 3. Again, it's not going on the customer's box. They'll never see it. It's going on this box. Now remember, this box, you put your products in. If your products are small and they're packaged in boxes, you'll still package multiple boxes in one big box and you'll ship this to Takealot or go deliver it. If you sell microwaves or fridges, as an example, that's coming in a huge box from the manufacturer. Takealot is not going to repackage a fridge inside of their box, inside of another box. That makes no sense. So if you sell fridges, comment that below. Be very curious. But this box, Takealot needs to know what is inside this box, right? And this is where the other two stickers come in. Remember, this was like a fingerprint or identification for your product. Well, the stickers that go on here is like a fingerprint or identification for this big box. Takealot needs to be able to scan this because they receive thousands of these per day. They don't know who it's coming from. Imagine you send this. They're going to just send it right back to you, which if you break any of these rules, they just ship your package back and it costs a lot of money. So be careful. But this requires two stickers. One of them is called a shipping label and the other one is a label. Okay. And the shipping label is printed on a 6-up. If you remember, this was called a 45-up because 45 of them fit on an A4 page on a template. This one that goes on here is a 6-up. It means that only 6 of them fit on an A4 page. It's a little bit bigger. I don't have any with me right now. But that one is to tell Takealot that this box or these 3 boxes is a shipment that you've booked and you book that on the center. I've got other videos on that if you need. It's also going to contain a barcode and that barcode will essentially link to your shipment and your shipment will tell it what's inside. Now, if you remember in the beginning, I threw 3 things inside. I don't know where the third one went, but you can send multiple products. So I've got a little camera remote, my knife, and a Koki, just in this example. You can sell different kinds of products and you can put them in the same box to go to Takealot. Again, that's not going to your customer. People get confused with that. You just need to send it there. They're going to open it and unpack it and put it in the right place because you've got your product label. We sorted with that. So I need to be able to tell Takealot when I book my shipment, I'm sending you 1 remote, 1 Koki, and 1 knife. And that will then obviously get attached in the back end to your sticker. When they scan the sticker, it's going to tell them you should be receiving 1 remote, 1 Koki, and 1 knife. So when they unpack that, you'll have a little piece of paper, which is your shipping note. That's just an A4 printout at the end when you book a shipment that you're going to place on top. If you want to see the exact packaging and everything, there's a video up here somewhere that you can click on that actually shows you me busy packaging products, but I just thought I'd explain it in a different way. So you've got that inside here. That's going to allow them to scan it and package it. And inside here, if there's a bit of space, you don't want your stuff shaking around and breaking, so you can put brown paper in. That's basically all that they allow. And then you're going to tape it up safely. This box should be able to survive a 1 meter drop test. So if you are selling glass and you are selling anything that you don't really want to break, you need to know that the way you package it in this big box is the one that needs to be able to survive a 1 meter drop test. That's just because couriers can be rough. The people that pack for Takealot could be rough with the boxes and, sort of moving it along. So for safety, they just say it should be able to survive a drop test. I've never had anything break, but I also don't sell pure glass items. So take it with a pinch of salt. The quality of this box means nothing other than how well it can protect your products. Even if this is a secondhand box, which I love doing, I would recycle and reuse other boxes I've gotten from Takealot. The only thing it can't have is visible barcodes on it. So if it was a bigger box like this that came from Takealot, you can't have all of these barcodes because the staff are not going to know which barcode to scan. So when I did have this, I'd either rip these off, or if it would damage the integrity of the box, that's a way to describe it, then I would just cover these up with white stickers as an example, or scratch them out if it was small enough to be able to scratch out. And that is sticker 2, which is a shipping label. Again, to let them understand where and what is being shipped and how many boxes they should be expecting to receive. So if one is missing, they can notify you and check in with the courier. The last sticker is just a label sticker. Whenever you send a shipment through the courier or services, they're going to provide you with a label. That's for the courier. There's only 2 stickers that Takealot requires. Product labels on every single product or combo, and shipping labels on every box that they are going to receive so that they can know what's inside. The third sticker is purely if you're using a courier service to deliver your box to Takealot for you, because they need to know what's inside the box too, very similar to the shipping label. And to show you a different example, we'll open the second box. As you can see, this one is packaged in a clear plastic with a product label over there. And this is a good example of things that you can do. You can have your box. So maybe this is like a very fancy high-end box, and you don't want this to be damaged and you don't want to put a sticker on it, you can put your nice box inside of a clear plastic bag, which is a cheap way and affordable way to do it. And then you can put that sticker onto the plastic directly. In this case, you can see that the sticker is actually placed on the box. I would have just placed it on here, so it's like a more unique experience. And this is a good example of a combo. There are two products inside here. You can see the back and then the big box, yet there's one label because it says luminous semi-auto. Anyway, I'm not going to promote the product, but it's a combo. Again, single product, combo product, both each only have one product label, and it's the only label that makes it to your customer. I hope that helped. See you in the next one.